VPN, which means that the stream is going to be slower and not as it was, unfortunately. That's life. It's one of the things of living in Russia under sanctions that we have to put up with, and figure out ways around it. This is where this spy, he's had an update. He's on iPhone, and he'd had an update today, and it prevented him from connecting unless it was through my VPN. So that's obviously what it is, because now I can't do it either. And I'm guessing the YouTube protocols have been updated to prevent me from using streaming software without a VPN. So another problem. Again, under sanctions, these things affect us quite a lot. This is the problems when a country's in a wartime situation where things are cut off by either side, and I'm not sure who's cut Prism off stream software up from the server, but it most certainly ain't working anymore, and I'm having to go through now a VPN. So here is okay, good signal here, but I would think up where I live in the forest it will be kind of very bad. Wouldn't surprise me. So it's just life. These things are sent to test us, and us wannabe YouTubers always find a way. Hi, I don't comment a lot, however I like your videos, your lives and shorts. Nice life, man. Hope your day's good. Yeah, I hope your day's good too. I'm not sure where you're coming from. Yeah, I'm glad somebody likes what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to create. I'm not really trying to create anything. I'm just showing life here under sanctions. Sometimes you get fed up with the Western, we call it Western, but I mean mainstream media propaganda. We get fed up with it. You get fed up of hearing it, get fed up of listening to it. Obviously, here I'm not subjected to it as much, but you know, when you hear things like there's no toilets in Russia, there's no, well, the Russian arms attacking with shovels and all this kind of garbage, and people actually believe it, you're like, maybe I can go online, maybe do something to dispel this rubbish, and that's what I'm really doing. But the idea really was to show life here and show the building process of a house in Russia. I'm in Ireland trying to learn Russian for last year. I know my very basic. Oh, that's great. You've got to start somewhere. If you wanted to, you could go onto our Telegram chat, Russia Expert Info. You'll find a link there. And we've actually got an archive of learning materials, free learning materials, so you can get stuff that's not free in the West, but that we can get hold of. And there's all kinds of audio courses, and there's all kinds of things there. And it's especially for people who want to learn Russian and either move to Russia, visit Russia, or already living here. So for immigrants, people tend to believe what they want rather, of course. I mean, yeah, you see, but when you're bombarded with it night and day on the news, you know, anybody would think that Vladimir Putin, the president, is riding bear through the forest and all the rest of it, you know, and it's rubbish, and unfortunately people suck it in. You know, what can anybody do about it? I don't know. It's beyond me. But so, I'm showing something of Russia, something of life here, an ordinary life, really. I'm not showing anything too drastic. There's nothing too exciting about what I'm showing you. It's kind of basic life. in here, everyday life kind of thing. But I'm also showing what can be done on very little money. Living here on a pension. I'm on a British Army pension. So I'm trying to show that on a small pension you can live here quite well without any problems. The old thing about you constantly hear about. I've constantly heard, where's the bear? There's a bear behind you, and all that, or the KGB following you, or whatever it is, or it's not safe, you're going to get drafted and sent to the front lines, all this kind of stuff, and it's just not true. And some people, doesn't matter how many times you tell them, how many times you say the truth from what you see through the camera to what you see through your screens on your phone or on your computer or on your TV or whatever, tablet, whatever it is. It's what I'm seeing. There's no mickery, no shenanigans going on. I'm not hiding anything, or somebody accused me of doing pre-recorded videos, AI videos. And I was saying, how could I possibly respond to your comments if it was pre-recorded or if it was AI or something? It's impossible, isn't it? You're not home yet. No, I'm walking home now, up the road. I now know why your live stream didn't work, Jason. Yours is in the chat. I now know why it didn't work. I am now. I'll tell him. I'm now on the 3-letter word through Prism. It's now not letting me connect without it. So that's the reason it's been blocked off. For some reason that's beyond me. So yeah, showing something of life here. And where have you? Almost home now. Not far to walk home actually. I kind of, after a day of live streaming, or even when I used to work actually, I used to get dropped off on the road at either at the prison and walk home, or it's not far, it's only about a kilometre away. Well, the outer wall is about a kilometre away from the house, so it's not I can't see it from the house or anything like that. It's a long way away. But I actually enjoyed the little walk home. It's kind of relaxing after a long day of streaming or working or whatever. A nice steady walk home without any of the baggage of the day, I enjoy the walk home, the not having to, obviously walking home, I'm not having to rush anywhere. I'm not having to I can take my time, I can wander up here nice and steady in a nice relaxed way. So I enjoy the walk home. It's nice. BBC is classic Western propaganda. I mean, it's beyond classic, isn't it? British broadcasting crap. Yeah, I've been on that for a long time. The BBC, it's terrible. Some of the stuff they put out, honestly. Especially the one about toilets. No toilets in the houses, and what was it? Army attacking with shovels. Meat waves going with shovels, as they put out one time. Another one was stealing chips out of everybody's washing machine. I mean, Jeepers Creepers. They come up with some good ones, don't they? Where they got that one from, I have no idea. must take a reel. It must take them like I don't know. Must take some brains to work these ones out. In the scheme of things, I think the funniest one probably is the stealing chips from washing machines. That's probably the funny. Under sanctions, you can't get chips, so they've stealing them out. Can you imagine the amount of washing machines they have to order? The amount of missiles that are flying every night. You know, it'd just be a never-ending stream of washing machines that are probably under sanctions as well. You know, so garbage, really is garbage, stuff like that. I really don't know where they get it from. But yeah, I do enjoy this walk home. You know, when I finish working, I'm walking home, or I finish live streaming or whatever. It's a nice walk. I haven't got the dog with me, so he's not pulling me and whatever. I'm not going to worry about that. And if I see a dog, here we go again, kind of thing. So don't have to worry about any of that. I can take a nice. I could actually get a taxi up, or there's a bus running there, a bendy bus today. Is it a bendy bus? You don't see. No, it's not a bendy bus. It's not an ordinary bus, but a longer one. You don't see them up here that often, bendy buses. But it's very easy for me to catch a bus or a taxi up here. But you know what? It's a nice kind of walk. It's quiet and peaceful. And in winter time, at night time, there's less traffic on the roads, obviously. When I first came here to Russia, and I first lived here, this area where I'm at now was absolutely, well, it was desolate. There was very few people there. Very few cars coming up and down. It was sort of one an hour, it really was. And now, I mean, if you watch some of my live streams, you'll see that I did a live stream on Novogorodielova, and the amount of infrastructure they're building there, and high-rise apartment buildings, whatever it is. And I really loved my Burghouse fleece. It's something I'd wanted for years, and they were always expensive in England. And I bought it before coming over here. And we decided to have a barbecue, and it was night time. It was a bit chilly, and I turned around, and there is my missus standing in my fleece. And I said, Lena, I don't mind her wearing it. You know, says, get away from the barbecue, because every little spark will put a hole in it. And she said, no, it won't. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So you know, I forgot about it. Well, the next morning, my lovely Burghouse fleece was full of bloody holes, pinholes, where sparks from the barbecue had hit it. So women for you. So now I've got that. Although she does steal it occasionally, I make sure she doesn't go near a barbecue or anything. Why is it we want to steal your clothes, socks and things, and beyond me, t-shirts especially. Not far to walk up here actually. It's warm today. Now I've got my hat and gloves on. I'm sort of boiling to death. There's a dog there. Oh, a dog in a cage outside. A big guarding dog. Yeah, it is warmed up a little bit. The water in the puddles is not frozen. So, but when I get up here, this particular road here goes uphill to the forest where I live, and as you go up here, it gets colder and colder. The difference between where I'm about now and where I live can be as much as 10 degrees. And it's only what, maybe 2 kilometers, maybe 2 kilometers from here to the house. So, kilometre and a half, 2 kilometers. So it's not far, but the difference is amazing in the temperature. I remember having I once had a Renault, what do you call it, 106 Sport diesel. I brought it over here when I was travelling in the winter, and I remember coming from my house down to here and watching the temperature gauge in the car go up as the temperature rose coming down, and it was quite surprising. I always thought it was kind of just me, but it does actually can change about as much as 10 degrees. Normally it's differences between 4 and 5 degrees. So here now, I would say this is minus, but only just maybe 0 or minus. But I bet when I get home, it's going to be minus 4 or 5, maybe 6. So, bit of a difference in the temperature. Might have to take my hat off here. It's a bit warm. Having a hat's nice, but you get it overheated, and overheating, it means you get wet, damp under your big coat, and what happens is it's like taking your hat off, like letting steam out, isn't it? It's like letting steam out of a what do you call it, steam kettle. So it's very quiet now. Nothing here, you know. You hear it, the odd dog barking. Nothing really. Quiet as a mouse. There's one good thing about winter here in this area. A lot of these buildings, a lot of these houses are not lived in fully. They are datchas. A lot of them. Some of them are lived in. A lot of them are lived in, but a good lot are not. They're only summer residences or datchas. If you don't know what datchas are, it's kind of like a summer house. So they have a small plot of land and a small building on it. Sometimes a bigger building, but usually a small building. And they come up in the summertime and they dig potatoes and just generally unwind from their city life, from their lives, and relax. Sometimes they go fishing and whatever. It's like a relaxation spot, the dacha. It's a bit of a culture here. You know, Friday night or Friday after work, everyone heads to the dacha, and Sunday night they're all heading back, ready for work on a Monday, kind of thing. So a lot of these places here are dachas, and not used in the winter. They lock up for the winter, like I did with my build. You know, close it down for the winter, and I'll be going back in the summer when it's dried out and warmed up a bit. I could work over the winter period, it wouldn't be that difficult, but things like when it gets really cold, compressor gets really cold, things get brittle. If you get to like minus 20 or lower, then metal gets brittle, and things like nail guns in use, you can start breaking parts inside them. Not really a good idea. So try not to do that. Stay away from that. You see a lot of builders building frame housing here in the winter. They change from nail guns to ordinary hammers, you know, and they start doing it by hand, which is a lot harder work. Now, I built my first house by hand. Didn't build all of it. Built some of it, majority of it, but not all of it. I didn't put the roof on, or the roof system. I didn't build the L-shaped bit. That was done by somebody else while I was in Afghan, actually. But the main building I did, and the insides were all done by me, including all the floors, the ceilings, floors, everything you can think of, all the windows. Outside finish was all done by me, inside finish done by me. So a lot of work, but it was all done by hand, and everything you put on when you do it by hand is a nail and a hammer. It takes time, a lot more time. Not a good job with the nail gun, it's much quicker. But you'll see that swap in the wintertime where builders swap from nail guns to hammers and nails, you know, kind of thing. This is very quiet here, very little traffic now in this part of the world. It was much colder this morning, it was minus. I feel my ears getting cold actually, but I don't want to put my hat on, it's too warm. Maybe I'll put my hood up a little bit, if I can get it up. I didn't get hold of it. There we go. So hood up, but hat off. That's kind of a bit cooler, but not getting me ears cold. My hands are lovely and warm now. I've got these gloves today at the market in Gatchina. If you were watching, from the lady, 300 rubles, which is £3 for thermal gloves. I thought it was a bargain. Less than £3 actually. It's about 91, maybe it's a bit more than £3. Not sure. But about £3, plus or minus a little bit. So, fairly cheap. And hat was only 500 rubles. So again, insulated, thermal insulated. So I'm very happy about that. And this time I won't be losing them, because I lost my last hat, lost my last gloves. We're happy about it, but now I've got them. So I will cut this live stream off when I get up to the crossroad up here, because it's pitch black and there's no point any further on. And I think with using the VPN up here, it will be cut it off. It'll just not be stable. So probably I'll look at it, but probably I might not be able to do live streaming with the dog up there anymore if I can't get it to work without VPN. So I'll look at other alternatives. I'll look at Yardstream, see if I can get through with that. Maybe the other phone's on a different connection. Maybe that'll be better, I don't know. We'll see. It just depends. For whatever reason, they blocked it off. Or whoever blocked it, whether it's YouTube changing the protocols and blocked off, or whether it's Prism itself changing the protocols. They did. I know there was an update. Maybe that's what caused it. You know, when they do an update to fix them and make it worse. One of them ones. A bit like Windows, you know. A fix to fix the fix. You know. I'm guessing it's something like that. It just would seem strange how it's been working all this time, and then suddenly, when they bring out an update, everything stopped working. It would seem that's the case. Well, I'll experiment over the next couple of days and see if I can find out what's going on there. But it's a pain in the butt, honestly. You think you're doing okay, you've got something to work at last, and lo and behold, something else comes up and causes you grief and doesn't allow you to do what you're doing. But like everything, with clips that attach to the gloves. Not sure what that means. You have to explain that one to me. It's a fair old walk up here actually, but it is nice, kind of steady walk. I like it. Even better if I weren't live. You know what, I might keep this live screen just... No, I won't. It's going to get pitch black in a minute. And you won't be able to see my ugly mug or anything, because there's no lights up here. There's no street lighting where I am. Once I step off this main road here in a minute, which is coming up very close now, next couple of minutes, once I turn off this main road, there is no street lighting. I'll keep it on for a couple of minutes, but then I'll close it down. There's no point. It's like looking at a black square, which I can't see being very interesting. Seem less interesting than my ugly mug, you know. So kind of way. So we'll see. Anyway, not far up here now. It's actually about 3 kilometers. You know, maybe. From the train station, maybe 4 kilometres from the train station to my house, which obviously I didn't make this morning. I was a few minutes late, but what happened was I was closing on the wood burner and the handle snapped off. So, I'm like, oh my god, but luckily there is a fake door on the wood burner at the bottom. It's got a controller for air to the oven. but the actual door's fake, but it had the same handle on, so I was able to take it off and fix it. Maybe the original, I can weld it back together again. I don't know. Not really a big deal. Thanks for the chat. Have a good day. So you have a good day as well in Ireland. Hope you have a wonderful time now. I loved Ireland when I was in Ireland. Really enjoyed it. I didn't, in the north of Ireland, I would say I wasn't. Yeah. Some bits are okay, but some bits are very dark and dangerous. I wish peace on Ireland, I really do. I hope it stays peaceful and there's no more war there, because it was very dangerous one time. A lot of innocent people got hurt and injured, and really wasn't good. I'm almost at my turn point here, which is just past this. There's a water standpoint in the road. This is something you see here in Russia. You see that? Water standpoint for houses that don't have water on, because a lot of these houses here didn't have water, and now they're redoing it all, and they're all putting on water now. They're all uncentralised. It's a big up. This area has been neglected a bit, really, and now they're going overtime to fix it all. There's a car stopped there on the road. What is he doing with his indicator on? Just stopped there. God knows. I think he's lost. Oh, Viva. So he's the internet people. I guess he's going down to fix somebody's internet, and he's trying to find out where it is. So this is my turn off here. As you can see, pitch black, so I'm going to end the live stream here, and I'll see you on the next live stream, whenever that's going to be. It could be as quick as tomorrow, when I will maybe be in Novi Silo, or maybe in Strelna. I'm not sure yet. I had thought about it, but anyway, for now I'm out of here, because it's, like I say, it's pitch black and there's no much point in continuing on with a live stream that you can't see. So remote control quite so. Have a great day wherever you are, and or a great night. Peace to everybody, and I'm out of here.